All right, well, thank you for that update, Colton. And Studio 10, we're in a bit of a sticky, but a very sweet situation. A couple of weeks ago, I had the best and purest tasting syrup ever. And I said this was too good to keep all to myself, so that's why we had to share it here with you all on Studio 10. We have Jerry and Lydia of Jastram Farm. Ladies, how are you?
Wonderful. Great.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here today because we're celebrating National Women's Small Business Month. But let me tell you, this is a small business with a very large impact. Take us all the way back to the very beginning where this farm all started.
All started in 1861 with my husband's great-great-grandfather. Wow. They settled in Riley Township where we are.
Okay.
And we've had the farm, the woods, ever since, making maple syrup. It's been the one farming activity we have kept all these years. And Lydia is our 6th generation helping with maple syrup.
How amazing. And clearly, ever since 1861, it's consistently and continuously grown. So talk a little bit more about that tradition. What kind of memories do you have growing up?
Well, we started out with our children were small, making maple syrup. And then we also dabbled in making maple sugar candy because my husband's grandmother did, although she wasn't there for us to learn, so we dabbled in it. And now I love making the maple sugar, maple cream, maple sugar candy, the flavored maple syrups, and the infused, and so we're just having fun with it.
So many different things that you guys have been able to create, and again, the fact that you're able to do this with your family too as well. So let's kind of talk a little bit about what you brought here. We have such a huge spread. Why don't we start with what's right here in front of you?
We have maple candied nuts, and so your almonds and walnuts and things like that with the maple syrup. We have maple, or we have pancake mix that goes with maple syrup, doesn't it?
Yes,
you've had that.
I've had that. It is delicious to die for, literally.
Good.
And let's talk about the infused syrups that you have
so we have the cinnamon infused and vanilla bean infused. It's absolutely delicious. It's a little extra step up from regular maple syrup, even though that's wonderful.
You say a step up, I say a whole ladder, but you're right.
And then the bourbon barrel maple syrup is aged for at least 6 months, and so that just gives it that. And the bourbon barrels are coming from Traverse City, so so it's all local Michigan product that way. And then so I've put together a little maple flight, very popular for the holiday gift giving. So
I was gonna say, how delicious is that? And the fact that, again, not only are you sharing this with your family, but you're allowing other people to share it with theirs too. Now, I'm not going to ask you for the secret ingredient because I know I want to keep that within the family, but has it changed over the years at all?
It has. It has. The way we make maple syrup, it's always been over an open fire in the woods. We have now since moved it to the farm. We still collect the sap in the woods, and that's the most fun part for the kids and our the grandkids. And then we have our boiling our sap for the sugar house at the farm, so it's a little more comfortable for us. And then we've also gone to like a propane boiler, so it's a little more clean, efficient, not the hard work of the cutting wood, because we're getting a little older.
But listen, it's still handmade and it is made with love. And with that being said, you have the kids, the grandkids with you. Lydia, my dear, tell me, what makes you proud to be a part of the Jastram family?
I've learned a lot of different traditions over the years, and maple syrup has always been something that I enjoy. So learning how to make it and to provide it to other people has been wonderful.
Absolutely. And what advice have your parents or your grandparents passed down to you that you hold on to the most?
Well, I learned how to grow a successful garden. And so I've eaten a lot healthier over the years and been able to enjoy that with other people as well.
Look at that. We're talking a lot about gardening. We're talking a lot about what's right here in our backyard and, of course, how we're sharing it with others. And you as well can get your hands on this maple syrup. Trust me, guys, it is something that is to die for this weekend. Tell us where you'll be at.
This weekend, Saturday, I will be at Ryan and Patty West, their residents. They have a new barn, and so they're opening it up with a vendor show called Sip and Shop, the Holiday Sip and Shop, and so it's from 1 to 5. It's on Cutler Road, just west of Waukusa Road, so in our little neighborhood. And then the following Saturday we'll be in downtown DeWitt at the Bridge and Main holiday market outdoors. So we're excited about those 2 holiday events coming up.
I was going to say, those are just 2 out of many sweet spots. But ladies, thank you so much for joining us here today. We're going to make sure we have some more of this maple syrup during commercial break. But everybody stick around. Studio 10 is not done yet.